9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet.
Welcome, y'all. Welcome to Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. My name is TK Trinidad, and we're here for the Friday edition of WWT Live. And I am not alone. He is back for a second time in the same week. I can't even believe that. Ken from Alcove is here. How you? And not in a boxing ring. In another undisclosed position.
Well, it's undisclosed because I live here. You can't have everybody showing up at the crib.
Everybody head to that undisclosed location for the party. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming on. And she is back for number 3. Keish is in the building as well.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on. So first off, let's get into it. That's not what I wanted. We're just gonna be real. Oh, did I not put it in? We just saw everything over there. Happy birthday to Mark Henry. He is the CEO of All Caribbean Wrestling, obviously the world's strongest man. So it is his birthday today, so definitely want to give him a birthday shout out. Any thoughts on any favorite matches that you guys have for Mark Henry?
I remember when he broke my heart. I don't really know about a favorite. No, not in a bad way. Growing up, I was like a really huge John Cena fan. So whenever I see Mark Henry, I think about the fake retirement, and he was just like psych, and like my heart just crushing. But happy birthday! Happy birthday, though.
Damn. Okay. Ken.
Mine is not so much a favorite match, but just being able to see somebody look like me do something that I'm a fan of and love and enjoy, right? And when he was doing it, it wasn't too many of us out there. So it's kind of all built into one for me for that one. So happy birthday.
For sure. Yeah, it was, I think we were for you guys who don't know, so I also work with All Caribbean Wrestling. So Mark is my boss, and I think he brought that salmon jacket to Jamaica or somewhere, which was quite funny. But from one legend to the next, Rey Mysterio had a big announcement, and then also, hey, Joyful, also for you guys who are aware, our super chats are open. So for $2 or more, you can let us know, ask what part of the street Ced's been in, all those things, what's going to be happening for PTW tomorrow. I mean, where Ken is at. All those things are up for grabs for $2 or more on our super chats. And then also that NordVPN, use the code WWT, get 33% off to be able to watch WWE everywhere, because Lord knows the way the world is set up right now is kind of crazy. But Aalyah has been cited to be training at full-time at the WWE PC. So any thoughts on this and being part of WWE?
I like it. I feel like it could be really good, especially Dominic being there and him being like, a villain and whatnot. And they had the interaction where he threw water on her, I believe, right? The one time. Yeah. So I feel like you could kind of do something there. I think it'll be fun for her.
I'm under the same belief. I think it's a good thing. I always remind myself of Cody's entrance. Wrestling has more than one royal family. So when you start to see and they're affectionate when they say it about themselves, the Nepo babies start to come in there and do their thing, and it's already a built-in storyline. So she'll be able to come in hot and work with that. I think this is fantastic.
Yeah, I definitely think so. I think it'd be more of like a slow burn. So I already have the storyline for y'all. So what happens is she comes.
Give it to us. Give it to us.
Yeah, she comes, and she's already pissed off at her brother from past behaviors. Because remember when he first came on, Ray had to beat him with the belt. Remember that? It's crazy. So she already comes on. She's training. She starts off at NXT. She's like, I want no dealings with my brother because he's bad news, blah, blah, blah. And you can have her just like come through NXT. Then when she finally comes to the main roster, her father is gonna essentially what he did for Dominic. He could do for his daughter. And obviously they can't win tag team champions, but he can assist her in winning either even down in NXT or AAA, and assist her in winning a title match. This is where Dom comes in. So this is a long-term storyline where it's like, all right, cool. Dom's gonna come in at this point. So this is like a year or 2 year in advance. So that's where I see the storyline. Like, let it do a slow burn. That's like my thing. I that's what I want to happen. So opposed to, hey, this is Rey Mysterio's daughter, and we're gonna throw in the storyline, and you guys are gonna enjoy it. Nah, let the slow burn, because we all know it. It's not.
Yeah,
it's not
I agree.
news.
I
Yeah,
agree.
I
And I feel
agree.
like too, you kind of gotta like let her come into her own type of thing instead of just like, hey, this is Rey Mysterio's daughter. Like, let us kind of connect with her on our own and see what's there.
Right. I think they did that mistake. Not I think. I personally, no, actually, no, I do think. I think they did that mistake with Ronda, and they learned from Ronda. You can't, no
Yeah.
matter who you are, because they did that with Jade. They brought Jade through through WWE, through NXT, and then they brought her to the main roster. I think that they learned with Ronda, despite your name, the people still need to invest in the story and still need to, oh, okay, you have this name, that's great, but what else do you have?
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
I think
analogy.
the only person that kind of I think worked with like straight out the gate main roster was like Logan Paul, right? But you could tell he had the athleticism and he had been probably training on his own to do this. The problem with some of them is that they're not ready for that higher level. And so in the ring, it's like, okay, you're not giving us what you want and giving us what we want inside the ring. And they'll start being like, oh, you can't wrestle. Right? So I like the slow burn, put her in NXT, even have Ray kind of be her manager a little bit, and do it that way. So then we get to know her, we get to love her, we can see her develop. And then that's where it's like, oh, look at this, she's growing. Yeah, we're invested at that time.
Yeah. Yes, producer from the future, Dylan. We started a bit early because, like, why not? It's Friday. Yeah, I definitely want to see that as far as that going in place for that. So
wait. Would you guys want to see her in AAA too?
Yes, for sure.
Dom's there too. Yeah, Dom's there too.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. That you can put her on NXT, or you can put her on Evolve, or you can put her on LFG. You keep her and Dom separated for a while.
Yeah.
Until she gets in her own. Like, I feel like when she's on her way to, like, here's another thing. WWE guys, y'all can have this one for free. Like, she's on her way to get, a championship, right? And now Ray has been assisting her, and then essentially Ray is like, all right, here we go. And now Dom's gonna come out like, hey sis, I got you. This one I want to show you. And it's like, what we doing? So Dylan saying bring back Buddy just for shits and giggles.
Oh my gosh.
that would definitely be it. Somebody else that has joined us on this fine Friday, the councilman is here. What's good?
First of all, hello. Kesh, am I saying it right?
Keish.
I won't mess it up again. Yes, I will. I don't know why I said I'm definitely. I'm sorry. Keish, Ken, nice to meet you. TK,
nice to meet you.
Why are you talking? This is the wrong Mysterio to be talking about at this time.
Oh,
why are we wasting time talking about deadbeat Mysterios and unknown Mysterios?
Whoa.
When we should be talking about King Dominic Mysterio.
Wow.
Is who we should be talking about.
We did talk about him.
That's the
he's in the conversation.
That's the way y'all should have continued with. The rest are like the special features of a DVD. Don't nobody watch them. Don't nobody
So
DVD for them.
If you were to write the storyline for Aalyah coming on WWE, how would you write it?
I would write it. She walks in, she waves hello to the crowd. The end. This ain't about her.
Dang.
I wish I could write Ray out, but somehow he keeps showing up everywhere.
He's a Hall of Famer. He's a legend.
Is he though? Is he?
You came in really hot. Hold on.
Are you a legendary? He's a legendary deadbeat. You are correct.
Is he arguably the greatest luchador of all time?
Who, his son? Absolutely, his son is the greatest luchador of all time. You can't be a deadbeat father and call yourself the greatest nothing at all.
Well, according to Dom, that's not even his dad. Eddie is.
Exactly. Eddie left you with the responsibility of his child, and you dropped the ball.
Well, Ray had to be some kind of responsible. Dominic, he got some votes. He did something right.
See, that's what happens when you come up from the mud like Dominic Mysterio had to do.
Did he though?
Ray, look,
he grew up in San Diego.
There's some rough areas in San Diego. I know a few places where the miscreants roam. And that's where Dominic had to get his bootstraps on.
I bet you never found him outside of Green Cat Liquor. I promise you that one.
I'm telling. Listen, I can't give out
cat liquor.
Like
Green Cat Liquor. If you know, you know. Off Imperial.
If you know, you know. Yeah. If you know, you know. Listen, there's things your councilman isn't allowed to say about certain folks until documentaries come out. Okay, so I'm not allowed. Just know that I know. Dominic be in these streets.
Wow.
Allegedly.
Wow.
All up and down.
He got a record.
All right. Well, let's get into Piper. Let's get into Piper. She obviously, we haven't seen her since last year. She put a tweet out and saying that, you know, it's going to be a while before she comes back, or we might not see her at all. She just recently had an operation. So any thought, obviously thoughts and prayers for her as far as getting better, getting healthy beyond wrestling. But any thoughts on how WWE handled her career? And we will start with you, Keish.
Yikes. I didn't like the Eva Marie stuff. I forgot the nickname she had. It was something really crazy. Thank you, Dewdrop. I didn't like that. I felt really bad for her because I can't imagine coming into work because sometimes you don't like your job too, and like you have to get called Dewdrop all night. It's kind of wild. And then she got put with Chelsea, and I liked her in the Secret Service, but I've always wanted to see Piper get to be Piper, by herself. So if she is able to come back, I would like that for her.
Ken?
Yeah, I thought how they brought her in as Dewdrop was horrible. Because then once you got to see, especially when she got to become Piper Niven, you got to see, she's got a little charisma. She can wrestle. She's got talent. So if you had given her the runway to do what she does, now we're talking like you can have someone that can go up against a Nia Jax, against a Charlotte, against, the big girls. And she would have been able to do that competently. But as we know, what WWE sometimes do is they fumble the ball. And I think they fumbled her.
Will?
I agree with Ken. I think something got lost in translation with her call up but I think the same thing with Kaylee Ray. Both of them were extraordinary at NXT UK. They were fan favorites. They put on phenomenal matches. But somehow the moving them up changed everything, like changing their names, changing her to Dewdrop. And it was just one of those things where I think it just took too long to shake off. And then there were times to capitalize on it that they didn't do. Like Piper had some extraordinary moments in matches on SmackDown, and they just didn't let it go nowhere beyond that. And then when it would go somewhere, it's like, no, we're going to put you and Chelsea in the tag team, or no, we're going to do this. And it's like, oh man, come on. Like, let's not be that person. So I think there was a lot of missed opportunity with her and Kaylee Ray as far as WWE.
Yeah, I was actually talking to Ken about this before we got on. Is kind of one of those things that, Chelsea's doing well. And she was doing well either or. I think they put Kaylee Ray and Piper with Chelsea because they didn't have anything for them to do at that time, and it benefited them. However, if it wasn't for Chelsea, then they probably wouldn't have done anything anyway, if that makes sense. And it's unfortunate, but I don't think, I think in theory WWE thought they had something for Piper, but I don't think if Chelsea wasn't there, I don't think Piper would be there still. Trust me, I've said it 100 times. I want everybody to keep their jobs. I want everybody to have a job, but to me, it just didn't seem like WWE had her in mind as far as the totem pole of like that whiteboard that you see on Unreal. Like I don't see her name on there.
Yeah, I don't think they knew what to really. But again, too, if you think about it, a lot of those people in her class, look where they are now. Like, look where Pete Dunne is.
Yeah.
Look where Tyler Bate is. Trent Seven. Like the only person to really come out of there is Rhea and Gunther. That's it.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And because even like Aalyah, like they don't even believe in Aalyah. Like they're just like, yo, he's a great mid-carder. They don't see no kind of future in him. So I don't know what gets lost in translation. But I think it was like a conversation we had like, what do they think the audience prefers more, the in-ring performance or the personality? And we know right now it's all about the personality. So a lot of them didn't really have a lot of that to be able to go, okay, let's turn this into something.
Yeah, I get mad with this stuff with Aalyah, like especially because I see a lot of people that don't really care for Aalyah, and I watched Aalyah when he was in NXT. But I think that's a disconnect too. I didn't realize a lot of people that watch wrestling didn't watch NXT how I thought they did, kind of thing. Yep. So when people do come up, they're just like, "Ill, who is this?" And you're like, "Hey, wait, Ken, you didn't watch NXT really?"
So no, I do watch it. What I'm saying is I'm guilty of not watching NXT sometimes.
Okay,
like I'll pop in to make sure, like, okay, who's these young people coming up? And like the councilman was saying, like that class that came in with them, it's like they were hot in NXT, and then you bring them up and they're not so hot up there. And I think because when you get to the main roster, it's more about personality than your skill set.
Yeah, and it's
that's what translates. That's what translates through the TV. That's why Jade's personality severely outweighs her skill set.
Oh yeah, 100%. But that's why you see that and then just the way they're handled when they come up. So for both of them, like you strip Kaylee Ray of her name, so it's like now, if anyone was to go look for that, they're not gonna pull up Elba Fire until she so no one knows who that is. Then you have Dewdrop come in, and it's like, oh, okay, so this one got an expiration date, and y'all not knowing like all the stuff that she's done before, but it's also how you bring them up. And it's just they've had like a whole bunch of misses, but they've gotten some of the formulas right, like how they did with Javon Evans. Like they sprinkled Javon Evans in for people to get used to him, to where it's like, okay, now there's a wanting for him to come up. But again, just like how you were saying, it was because they don't check out that product. So when we saw Aalyah come back, for those that connected with him at NXT, we're like, oh, snap. But if you was in that arena that night, you'd be like,
right? Yep.
Ooh, that hurt. That hurt me so bad because I'm just in the room
so bad.
And you're just like, who is this man?
I was like, I'm here in the house.
Right.
Like,
well, because Aalyah's one of those ones. Aalyah's one of those ones where it's like his performance is so great, like watching him perform. And I think, to your point, that's the disconnect. Like, I don't think some people really come there to watch them perform. They come there to watch them talk mess, and that's pretty much it.
And I think too, people have their favorites, because I see a lot. You have people that are just like, "Oh my gosh, Roman's not there today. I'm not gonna watch." Like, I feel like that plays a part too into things a little bit too.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Friday, we have Friday SmackDown coming on. Definitely check it out with Honey coming at 5:00. But Will is going to give us a rundown what's happening this evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is a packed SmackDown this evening. We got a lot in store for y'all. We got Cody Rhodes and Gunther in the ring with one another. And apparently there's a stipulation that is going to be given for some match that they're going to have in Kansas City, of all places. And the title is on the line. Yay. But what you should be excited about, we got more qualifying matches for the King and Queen of the Ring. We have the final Queen Fatal 4-Way, Lyra Valkyria, Sol Ruka, Jade Cargill, and Charlotte Flair. This might be probably the best Fatal 4-Way that we're going to have out of all of them that we've seen. But this is not the only one that we have. We have one that is packed with a whole bunch of personalities, Man, it's been if that arena is not jumping on this fatal 4-way, y'all have dropped the ball. Do not let Paris outdo y'all tonight on SmackDown. We got the Yeet Master himself, LA Knight, Finn Balor, and Royce Keys all battling for that last spot in the King of the Ring tournament. And then this shit. The tag team titles. Yeah. Fatal Influence will battle Paige and Brie Bella in a non-title match. I just hope Fatal Influence win and get these titles off of them, so Paige can go do something great while she's here. And that is your SmackDown preview. If you don't want to watch it by yourself, if you want to be able to join the community and talk along while you are watching this, tune into the Honey Night SmackDown. That's going to be happening. I don't know how to tell time after 2 p.m., but y'all know when this stuff starts.
Thanks, Lil, for that spirited preview for SmackDown. Is there any matches that you guys are looking forward to? We'll start with you, Will.
The Fatal 4-Way, the women's. I'm trying to see how this is gonna go, and I'm stuck because the only one I can see not winning is Soul, but the other 3 women have a lot of implications on why they should win. And something is telling me, man, I really want to see Liv versus Jade Cargill in the semifinals.
Okay. We'll talk. What about you, Keish?
Mine are the Fatal 4-Ways too. With the women's, I think Jade and Charlotte are going to get into their own thing. And then I think that's going to be that. And maybe SummerSlam with those two, because they've been building that for forever. 80 years probably at this rate. With the men, I'm leaning LA Knight to win the tournament now, because I do think Oba is going to get costed by Brock, unfortunately. So I feel like LA Knight's kind of
said
like
accosted. I like it.
But yeah, LA Knight, they've been kind of painting him as crazy. You know, I'm sorry, but they've been painting LA Knight like a psychopath. He's very like, I must take the bloodline down, you know? And I think that could be interesting going into SummerSlam with him and Roman. But LA Knight would have to beat Roman, because at that rate, it's like, what are we doing kind of thing for me. So yeah.
Ken?
I'm not saying I want all that, but LA Knight gets his opportunity, so it's like, hey.
I only say that because we got someone on my podcast, my wrestling podcast, Kayfabe, who is going to always rep for LA Knight.
Oh, I feel bad for him sometimes, though. So
I do be feeling bad for him sometimes too. Yeah.
Especially if he doesn't win.
Triple H is not going to push that man. He
I'm
already
with
has
the consensus.
Yeah, he already has the personality of 2 wrestlers that he cannot stand, which is Stone Cold and Triple H, because they always outshined him. And so that's a walking reminder for him. I'm like, yo, he's never going to. Watching Unreal and watching him talk to LA Knight about how, we're going to set all this up just for you to lose. I'm like, yo.
Oh, yeah. That was.
Like,
that was,
yeah. I just be like, yo, I'm just like, LA, did you do something that don't nobody know about or something like that? Like, did you do something in the past that's just like, now this is just sticking with you?
I don't think so. I think we talked about this last week too. I don't think that's what it is.
It's one of those situations. Well, I'm with the consensus with the council. The Fatal 4-Ways is the most important things on there. The women's one being the number one. I think Jade or Charlotte is going to win. So we'll see with that. I think Jay's gonna win, but I want LA Knight to win. But I think Jay is gonna win.
Come on, man.
Right? I think Jay is gonna win.
Roman
sent him on a mission, and he's got to go complete the mission. He's the right-hand man. That's what he's.
What if he went after Roman?
He's the tribal chief, is what he is.
Who, Jay?
Yeah. What if he changes his mind?
I want you to really think
about every right to attack Roman, if we're going to be honest.
Why does Jacob keep pointing Jay out? Why does Jimmy stick around him? Why is it every time when like stuff go down and when the MFTs came out, whose back was turned while the other person's calling the shot? Jay. Jay has been calling the shot. Jay has been controlling Roman. Remember when he said, "Hey, yo, scratch what he just said. Go get him." Like, did he just?
I do remember that. He did. He said, "You know what to do," and he just went, boom, went at it. Maybe you've opened my eyes to something I did not see before.
We need a Bloodline Civil War games.
Well, that's part 2. They're already leading up to that. They're already leading up to that.
They're
already leading up to that. But yeah, I don't know. LA Knight just he did something to somebody, but he's one of those. It's one of those things where it's just like he's too big for the mid card, but not big enough to carry the title.
I don't think he did. I mean, I don't know him personally. He did comment on my dog and said she was very beautiful in the Toronto airport, so maybe that's why I'm swayed a little bit. But I don't think he did anything wrong. I think it's right place, wrong time, meaning that like, well, I don't want to speak for y'all, but I've been in certain jobs where it's just like, you get the boss who believes in you. And it's like they give you the world. You're now doing all these things because they believe in you. And then you be in places where the boss doesn't believe in you, and now you pushing papers, and you're like, I didn't go to school for this. And I feel like that's the thing with LA Knight, where it's like he's qualified. I think he can carry it. People love him. People are buying the merch. He's just not getting the storylines that he deserves because they're not feeling him. And I mean, it's not okay and it's not fair, but this world is not fair. So,
yeah, and it's creative that's not feeling him. Just like I think creative isn't feeling Chelsea Green, and I think her and LA Knight are kind of stuck in the same spot where it's just like, because you could hear the crowd when she lost. Like people, when they thought she was gonna win, they were behind. She has the crowd, she has the audience. LA Knight has the crowd, has the audience, but for whatever reason, they will not let them go over the top.
The difference I feel with Chelsea and LA Knight is I feel with Chelsea, they think that we'll get to her eventually.
Yeah, for sure.
With LA Knight, it's like, but
Chelsea has to get like a moment. So it has to be like if all the stuff lines up by October, Chelsea could win Money in the Bank.
I hope that's what happens.
I hope that's what happens.
And then the thing that would have to be promoted for her is that you have to have her milk Money in the Bank. Like being Chelsea in the Bank, turning it into the Canadian colors and stuff like that, the fake cash-ins and everything. You have to have it so it builds up to when she does do it. Right. It's this moment where everybody erupts, and then that starts her era as champion. But for LA Knight, he ain't gonna get that.
No, I mean, he might. I mean, they might switch somebody in creative, but I honestly don't think. I don't think he did anything wrong to put him in that position. I just feel like the creative people are not feeling. He's not in those conversations. Not for lack of talent or lack of personality. It's just he's not. Prove me wrong, WWE. Like I'm just.
No, it's like he's on a list, but like when they're sitting in this room and it's like, okay, we're going to map out who we want to see is going to be the next world champion. So we got Oba, we got Braun Breaker, we got maybe Dominic Mysterio. We'll put LA Knight there. So he's always maybe like 4 or 5. And then it's like, okay, we're about to start kind of pushing these. And then it's like, stop everything. Roman Reigns is coming back. Oh, well, we got to push everything 6 months now. So it's like now the people who are now in 4 and 5 start going even lower. And it's like, oh, I got to wait these 6 months. Then now I got to wait on top of these because you want to push Oba now. Oh, now you want to push Date. Oh, now CM Punk want to come back. Right. So now I got to wait another 6 months. And now, so I stay in the title picture. I can come out and do stuff, but I still got to take an L from it and keep taking, even if the crowd.
He's becoming Drew McIntyre.
Literally in real time.
Right.
That one hurts too. A lot.
I see why he got back yet. Yo, I'm sorry. We talked about it. To be WWE champion where you right at the cusp of WrestleMania and you get taken out of everything and you get a side project with Jacob.
And
that was to build Jacob up.
That's it. And I'm like,
so he could be where he is right now.
he was just champ. I'm like, yo, and I'm like,
but that's
what
how LA Knight will be. It'll be one of those situations where it's just like we kind of need a interim champ.
Yeah,
because somebody got injured, or we need a story to kind of, we can't have this person beat this person, so we need someone in the middle, right? Like Iron Sheik to Hulk. So it's I think that's how he'll eventually get it. But yeah, he's for whatever reason, creative doesn't see him with a long run. And they put a title on Jay, and he couldn't even do a long
That's
run.
literally my comparison, because it's like they finally branched Jay out, and then they let him get the championship, and he got all these great opportunities. And then you see LA Knight, and it's just like, no. And the crowd still loves LA Knight. Sometimes, people kind of get lost in that, and they're like, okay, I'm bored. But LA Knight still has the crowd, so it's always kind of shocking.
I mean, they both do. So that's why it's just like we talked about it on my podcast with those two specifically. Like, they're like, yo, we finally get to see them. And I'm like, yo, but when it was time for us to see them, this is when they were at the height of where they were. Like, Jay was the world champion. LA Knight is circling a world championship. I'm like, this is when we wanted to see Yeet versus And y'all were like,
that would have been beautiful. Yeah, that would have been beautiful.
But now you're giving it to me where Jay's the underling and LA Knight is still chasing them around like a jilted ex or something like that. It's like,
now that you mention that too, that could have probably been why Jay's run wasn't that well, because he didn't have a good enough dance partner on the other side to keep that momentum going.
That wasn't it. Well, I mean, that's not how they portrayed it in
part of it.
Nah, that was
the other part is he can't do one-on-one matches by himself. So
that's not how they portrayed it in Unreal. They buried him in Unreal, honestly.
They did.
Yeah,
they did.
Sure. Yeah, nah, nobody. The thing was, it take where we are with wrestling. It's a very rare thing for you to have a story where the title is now going to make the superstar, not someone being a superstar and then finally getting the title. So those are only very rarities, and that story has to be precise. And for Jay needed that. Jay needed the championship to form him into a single star. But they don't believe you as a single star, and they still want you as the Usos. And you're not, I don't want to say you're not Roman, because that's not fair, but you're not prepared to be the champion that they needed at the time. What TKO needs now is people who going to sell something, bring in tickets, do everything they need to, like a Roman and a Cody. And they just didn't see that in Jay. They didn't see Jay.
He missed the mark. There was a point where it was him against Roman.
Yeah.
And they could have utilized that for him to be champion. And then Roman that was the time where Roman took some time off, and they could have utilized that for actually him to solidify. But now, again, after we didn't know what was going behind the scenes. So like, I find it hard to believe how they buried him on Unreal, that he's been with the company this long and they didn't hypothetically think that he couldn't carry the championship until he got the championship, and they're like, oh, we're wrong. Wait, so he's been with the company for this long, y'all didn't know that? You didn't pull him aside like, look, this is the pathway for you, we need you to be here. And I mean, if they had that conversation and he didn't listen, then it is what it is.
But I think they kind of did, because there's a scene in there where Triple H tells him, we're going to put a rocket ship on your back, you need to be ready. He said that to him.
But my thing is, I feel like he was ready. I think the problem is that the class that you have with him is beyond you already. It's like, okay, we're going to make Jay champ. Be like, okay, do you know who's around him? Roman,
right?
Cody, CM Punk, Gunther,
yeah,
Drew McIntyre. These men have been dominating. All of them are former champions in solo careers. Then you have Jay.
Yeah, it's because when you're in a tag team that long, when you're in a tag team that long, it's hard to break apart from it, right? Like, you got to have runs.
They did that. They legitimately broke when they broke up. When they took them apart.
Well, remember when they put the IC when they put the IC? Yes, but when they put the IC title on him, he didn't even have that long of a run with the IC title.
And I think that's
So
what really messed this
and that
up.
hurt him because it's like it didn't give him the ability to understand how to be a singles champion. Right? They're just thinking, oh, you had the tag team for this long. Like, nah, that's a different kind of workload when you're by yourself, right?
And they put him in another tag team.
Yeah, I think that's the problem.
Yeah, and
he's so
they
used
even
to
put him
having
in a tag
Jimmy.
team with Cody for a second.
Yeah, because you could tell even with the promos and like going back to you saying, Councilman, about like who he's up against. I agree with that because it's like a lot of the people they put the title on now, they have kind of the full package situation. And not saying Jay is terrible or anything, but if we're gonna go like in terms of like promos alone, I was never really moved by like a Jey Uso promo. It kind of became like he gets captured in like the yeeting, and then like that's it. And it's like that can only take you so far. I think he has the potential. Like I want Jay to be a heel. I feel like when Jay's a heel, I feel like his promos are way better. He's more like rowdy. It works for me. But I don't know if we're gonna get that right now. So it's true.
I know
his mic game is mid.
I know it's very cliche, but Jay got the potential to become The Rock.
You think so?
If he
like
follows, no.
No.
I just meant like career wise, like you're saying. Because think about it: if he's heel and then he has his own bloodline, that's your Nation of Domination run. But then that's when you start developing your mic.
He's not saying The Rock, but he could
no.
But it's
That's where The Rock developed and learned how to talk by being in that, by being a heel. And it's like that's what Jay to be able to go like, yo, I need you right here standing, but with everybody standing behind you, I need you to really talk. I don't need you to be so we up in here in Kansas City. We about to be one more time. Hey,
wow.
No.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, yeah, even Monday for Raw, he's just like doing like a drive-by, and I'm like, what is happening right now?
Hey, you see, but see, for that particular one, it could have worked if you did it right. It was like, yo, because y'all could have not said nothing, and you could have did this. LA could have went this, and the whole crowd going, yeet.
That's true.
Yeah. But
Yep.
it's like it's those little moments that what defines a superstar to think about doing that. And that's the thing with Jay. It's like they're not giving it, like his takes a little bit more time. I'm not trying to say he's slow or anything like that, but it's like it takes a little more time and a little more effort, not just him being under the shadow of Roman and soaking it in. It's like, no, throw him in the fire. Really throw him in the fire, let him feel the heel work. And so when it does switch back to babyface, which we know works, now he's elevated a little bit more.
Right.
But again, the problem is you got a whole bunch of like mega stars that he's surrounded by.
And some young lions on the way up that kind of got more of the package to him, and their mic game is way better. So like outside of
Did y'all see the video real quick? Did you see the video when he came out and his shadow cast the whole stadium? I didn't see that one. Yo.
I love that man.
She said she loves that man. Jesus.
I do. I have forever. I'm just like, I'm glad you guys see what I've been seeing at NXT. You're welcome.
Yeah. The ruler is, he's the man.
Yeah.
Hey, so outside of Roman, Cody, CM Punk, and Seth. Oh, that's fire. Yeah. That's our next champ, y'all. That's our next champ. That's our next champ.
Come on,
give him money in the bank. Outside of Cody, Roman, Seth, and CM Punk, who can carry like they carry?
Well, the thing is,
go on long, deep runs, do all the promos, do all the Hollywood stuff, with the late night TV and talk show stuff, show up on ESPN. Who can do all of that stuff and still carry the crowd?
I think the thing with that is you have quite a few of them that are ready to do it. The only thing is that they are not able to do it in the traditional sense, like how we've been doing it. Like Dominic could be world heavyweight champion, but Dominic may not go over on Good Morning America, but he can go over on like the Joe Rogan podcast or one of these big social runs that can really get people to be starting to promote themselves. The same way with
Trick Williams.
Trick Williams. So it's like it's there. Like if you even like a Carmelo Hayes, like I know they for some reason like don't want to showcase this man for some reason, but he's putting in the work. Like I've seen him on Main Event being able to do these incredible things and getting the crowd behind him. Mm-hmm. The new generation is ready to step up, but just like like we've talked about it a lot, TKO has to make a certain amount of money in 5 years in order for this deal to stay valid. And so right now, they're going to focus on the ones they know going to bring in money. CM Punk, Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes. It's like, we're not going to get away from that for the next 5 years because they're going to make sure they're going to milk that. That's why they keep bringing in John Cena as much as they possibly can.
They just can't let that man retire.
No, because they got to get paid. They got to make this work.
Yeah. But he did say in his retirement thing and Money in the Bank before he did the whole year thing was that I'm going to be doing more stuff for the back office. So he warned us, not warned us, but he did say like, this is not the last you're going to see of me. You're going to see me in different iterations with WWE. So we like what he's doing is
just not
what he said he was going to do. Yeah, just not in ring.
Yeah, but the new generation is ready. Like the last WrestleMania, really all of that card should have been the passing of the torch to the new class. Like all of them. Like it should have been like it really should if he was not injured at the time, Braun Breaker should have walked out as world heavyweight champion. You should have had You should have had Drew McIntyre as WWE champion.
Especially if Randy was gonna lose. I'm just like, hey.
Exactly. But
I'm
it's like
still mad about that one.
Yeah, but it should have been that. It should have been Trick
Randy should have won.
It should have been Trick Williams versus Carmelo versus Aalyah for the US title.
Yeah.
Trick could have still won, but the fact that those two men carried most of SmackDown with their matches, and for y'all to be like, you know what? We appreciate what y'all did. We're gonna put the belt on Sammy though, because we got to get this gingerbread thing payoff to go. Y'all cool with that, right? Like, what kind of like, yo, come on.
Hey, they did carry SmackDown for a while.
Pat McAfee versus Jelly Roll. I don't think I think Pat is going to be like big PLE type situations.
Oh yeah, he's too busy now.
Yeah,
he's too busy. And I used to like him there on the commentating. And I liked how they sprinkled him in the ring. But this last one, I was just like, get Pat out of there. Like, why is we doing too much? We doing too much. Oh, I got hit with a gnaw. No.
I'm agreeing with you. Like, nah, that was
okay.
Yeah, like, nah, that was not.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
We back. Not do that no more. That run.
Some people like that storyline. Surprisingly,
who? It was
like
too
some
much.
people did. They were like, "This is interesting," and I was like, "Where?"
It started like, oh, okay. Well, hold on, let me see. And then as soon as he
not for me, I was like, no the whole time.
Oh, like, never mind.
I was like,
yeah, it didn't.
Never
what we doing?
Yeah, the payoff was kind of like it another terrible. So you guys don't, Keisha and Ken, you don't know my terrible analogies, but the terrible analogy would be like, oh yeah, this guy, he's promised you like this date, and he's like, I got you, I'm gonna take you all these places, and then he doesn't have a plan, and then he picks you up, and he's like, yeah, we're going to, and you could see him searching through the phone to find, and then you end up at McDonald's, and you're just like, so I put on my prettiest dress for this.
That's why you got to get men with intention. That's right. He wasn't intentional.
There's no way he didn't pass by like at least 2 to 3 other restaurants you can stop at before McDonald's.
Right. Like I'm pretty sure that at least a hole in the wall, Chinese or sushi spot would have been better than that.
This is what
he wasn't intentional.
Saying.
You got to deal with men that are intentional.
This is what I'm saying. It's like he couldn't figure it. He was scatterbrained so much that he couldn't play it off. Like, I don't have a plan, but I'll figure something out. And that's what WWE felt like. Oh, we don't have a plan, and we're gonna show we don't have a plan. Oh, here's Pat. Like, wait, what? Like, what? You could have did something. You could have zhuzhed it up a little bit more.
And he was trying. He was trying too hard. He was really trying too hard. But
that's what made me mad. I like Pat's promos. It was just the wrong person doing them for me, type of thing.
Because Pat's not a heel.
Good though.
Pat's not a heel. Everything we like about Pat is because he was a babyface and he was going up against the heels and he was holding it down for the WWE universe. He's like I'm an outsider that's kind of inside, and I understand that that's not the thing that we do. So, you know, and then he tried to make it seem like he's in the inside. And it's like, no, that's not how it works. That's not what it is. That's not what it do.
Yeah.
Something that seems like it's not what it is. The court approves moving Janel Grant's lawsuit into private arbitration. Ken, we were talking a little bit about this, and you said you dug a little bit deeper on this story. So you want to tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah. So WWE and Vince McMahon petitioned the court to go ahead and move it into public arbitration. And what they did was they cited that she signed an NDA that said any issues has to go to arbitration. It doesn't go to court. So, and she was trying to argue that the NDA was signed under duress. But as we were talking about, most NDAs are more than likely part of an employment package. So the under duress, we're not so sure about, but the court sided on WWE and Vince McMahon's side. So that's why it's going out of the public court and into a private arbitration.
Any thoughts? We'll start with you, Will, because I have my opinions. Yeah, I heard that better. All right, go on, Will.
She's gonna get dog walked. She about to get dog walked now, yo. Hey, I hope she got a good lawyer. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know what the end result is supposed to be. I'm not on no one side, but I just know when anything moves into private arbitration, whoo, that's when the money is it can also play.
Yeah. And also too, the bigger thing is if her lawyer took her on as pro bono with the hopes of getting the money in order to pay them off. Another thing is that she doesn't succeed in this. Now she owes the lawyer a ridiculous amount of money. Any thoughts, Keish?
It's insane because it's a thing where, again, we were talking about the other day, you're just saying men with power, you know, show their men with power in this type of thing. And it's basically like her voice doesn't matter. I mean, it does clearly, but in this situation, it's full blown. Okay, that happened. Sorry for you, but we're going to move on with life. And I just think it's like really unfortunate for her in this situation.
Yeah, it's I read part of the documents when the whole lawsuit came out. It is not a good look for Vince.
Disgusting.
But yeah, we talked about it on Monday, and you know, it's the way the world's. I mean, I don't even want to say it's not a new world thing. This has always been the thing. I think because we have social media and we're seeing different court cases play out, it typically doesn't play out for the person who doesn't have you know the funds or the backing of the people and the all boys club. But the thing is, we do have an all girls club, which is the Women's Wrestling Archive that you definitely need to support. So
horrible segue.
Hey, I tried.
Women's wrestling didn't just show up yesterday in glitter boots. We've been here the entire time, body slamming through history.
The Women's Wrestling Archive launches 2026, and it's going to pave the way for all women's wrestling.
Because if we don't document it, a man might think he did it first.
This has been a passion project for a very long time. Head over to the womenswrestlingarchive.com to donate 1, 5, or whatever you can. It all goes a long way.
Let's give these women the spotlight that they've always deserved.
Her story belongs in history. Help us preserve it today. Join us at womenswrestlingarchive.com. Support the archive. Support women's wrestling. Donate today.
There it is. Now, some good news. After watching that amazing mask versus mask event that happened the other day, the mask is going to be donated, and it's going to, sorry, it's not going to be donated. It's up for auction, and the money's going to a very great cause. So I'm going to lean on you again, Ken. Who's it going to and all that good stuff?
I'd have to relook it. I forget who it's going to, but I know it's going to a charity that helps to support children with life-threatening diseases. And so 100% of the net proceeds will be going to that charity, and it's to help out kids. And I think this is a wonderful thing.
Yeah. So I have it here. He will autograph the mask for auction. 100% of the net proceeds, like you're saying, from this auction will be donated to by WWE directly to the Dr. Soranis Foundation, supporting children facing life-threatening health conditions. So you definitely want to go and check that out. We'll put the link in our socials so you guys can bid. And then it said that so far the auction's already at $1,000. So Will,
Dang.
how much would you pay
Nice.
for this mask? Is that a no?
That's just me though. Like, not to say that it doesn't have worth. I'm just like, that doesn't tickle my wallet. If I was at an auction, they'd be like, who's bidding?
Tickle your wallet. I need to write
wallet.
that one down. Okay.
Hey, I like that one. I'm taking that one.
I do too, right?
You know, it ain't gonna make me raise the paddle up. Like, but it'll be great for somebody. If somebody, okay, I'll answer like this. It would not be unreasonable if the price got up to like $1,200. I'd be like, that's fair. That's a part of history. That wouldn't be ridiculous to me.
Okay. Keish and Ken, do you guys think this was definitely match of the year, or is there something else that you guys are thinking of?
The biggest thing for me, I like the fact that it kind of made people tune into like AAA, because I feel like AAA doesn't get like as many eyes as it should. So I feel like this really put that on the map. You see a lot of people online like, oh my gosh, that was the best match I've seen in my life. I think that's dope for them. And I feel like people will probably start to tune in more, especially seeing, I said the name last time. I'm not going to say it this time. The possible person under the mask, seeing what he does next, because we don't know who it is. So
Hey, the article even put his name on it, though. The article put his name.
It doesn't. It's redacted. It's redacted.
It's redacted, right? There it is.
Yeah.
They ain't have their sources right. They need to watch out for that. They need to watch out.
You put people's government names out here like that,
right?
Especially false ones. Like, you know, like y'all put that man life in danger. You know how much of a star El Grande Americano is, and you gonna put that on that man? Like, man, just walk out and got a whole parade in front of him, ready for El Grande to start his day, and he just like, hey, yo, wait, I'm just trying to get to my Uber.
Right.
Oh goodness!
I think it's match of the year. I think it's match of the year so far. Something's got to be uber spectacular to beat that. What they did was throwback. It was current. It was everything in between. It was one of the best matches I've seen in like 2 years.
Speaking of Ubers, another terrible segue. Place that you can take an Uber to is Pound Town Wrestling, happening in Los Angeles this weekend.
This is a no DQ match.
You know who you're talking to?
But as I'm looking around, I don't see anyone more beautiful than me.
Last Downtown was supposed to be my debut win.
What are you doing in my office, girl? The locker room is over there.
Ooh, Pound Town Wrestling, Pound Town.
Pound Town Wrestling.
I really wanted to congratulate this entire crew. Family, friends, loved ones, hard work. I commend all of you. Pound Town Wrestling. Here it is.
Definitely check it out, and thanks, Jeffrey, 242. Something that you could check out too if you are going to be across the pond July 26th. So Nikki Storm versus Session Moth Martina. set for Progress Wrestling. So this is going to be good. And obviously, I think we were talking about it before. So Nikki, aka Nikki Cross, her and her husband, they acquired Progress Wrestling and Defy Wrestling. So I think this is going to be a change. And I think their partnership with, I don't want to say their partnership with WWE, but given the fact that Nikki came from WWE, I think there might be something coming that way. So any thoughts on this match coming up? Will? As long as you didn't say nah.
I like Nikki. I wish her and her husband nothing but success. Like I can't name a match that I wasn't entertained by. I wish they would have went way farther. Like I would have loved to see McKillian Dane run. I would have loved to see like creepy Nikki as champion and not superhero Nikki. Like so, but I know they got
superhero one was kind of strange.
Yeah, and she was almost a superhero, not full blown, like halfway there.
Almost a superhero. Are you a diet superhero?
Yeah, no sugar.
Charlotte, right? I remember I was mad about that.
Beat Charlotte.
Yeah,
okay. That quietly was one of her better runs too. That's the funny part.
I was angry. I
was so angry because I was like, "Yo, stop trying to make this work. Don't do this, man." No. Like, yo, stop having her come out with this, man.
She was an almost superhero, and it was kind of working.
I mean, I actually, one of those things that, I mean, I'm sure eventually when she does like interviews and people ask her those, I wonder like if that was her idea or that was like a WWE thing. Because sometimes you think, oh, this is definitely WWE like painted all over it, and then sometimes it's the wrestler's idea. I'm like, oh, okay, well, cool.
No, that's definitely WWE. The suit said it all. No, that is definitely not her.
He said this is Vince all over it.
The suit don't lie. I'm like, nah, somebody in that room was like, this is what we gonna do for you right now. That's how you stay on TV.
Hey, imagine they bring up the suit and you're like, yeah, I'm excited. Let's go. Like,
I was like, I feel like that's the same thing that happened when they gave Cody Rhodes Stardust. It was like in a little present box, and it was like this week. Arms right there, like laying on it on top, just like, yo.
Like, oh, you shouldn't have.
You shouldn't have. To be like, you're a superhero. We're gonna put the belt on you. Almost superhero. You waiting on your paperwork to be processed through so you can be a superhero. Like, what kind of shit was that, man?
Crazy. So good things are happening. Definitely keep it locked to Women's Wrestling Talk at 5 o'clock. Honey will be having SmackDown watch along and post show, and we'll be having some other shows this weekend as well. And then Courtney is actually currently at MLW. So if you find yourself at MLW today or tomorrow, definitely go and look for her, tap her on the shoulder, say hello politely, because she might sock you for real. So all of those things. With that being said, Ken, thank you so much for joining us for the second time. And where can everybody find you?
Everybody can find me at KDC Empire or at Alcove_Sports.
And Keish, where can everybody find you?
Everyone can find me on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Wrestling with Kesh.
And she got an opinion, y'all. Definitely gonna check out her TikTok, because I was scrolling through the other day. I was like,
I just be
Will, where can everybody find you?
You can find me at day 49 of the 90 challenge, where I don't show me working out, but I send
the live stream. You gotta buy the Ustream.
That's TK's life. Never showing us the workout, but somehow.
Yeah, you gotta buy the Ustream. And you're down the street. You can come to the workout. Just saying.
I appreciate that. I appreciate.
I could come pick you up tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Actually, 8:30. More like 7:30. Do cardio first.
I need 48 hours to prepare for things, man.
Oh my gosh. Is that intense?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
you could do all right. Monday. There's 48 hours for you. Monday we do the 9 a.m. class.
9 a.m.
Yeah.
I don't go to sleep.
But she's gonna pick you up at 7 so you can get the cardio in first.
Right.
No, I don't go to sleep till 5 a.m. So
Did you just say 48 hours?
Yeah, but 9 a.m.?
Oh my
I
goodness.
thought you go in the afternoon.
No, I go during the day.
Man, yeah, like I thought like later.
Well, you want to do yoga? You want to do hot yoga? We can go core power. You want
I
to do
don't know if
that?
I'm ready. I don't know if I'm ready for that. I'm
You
scared.
said did you not say 48 hours?
That ain't got nothing to do with 48 hours. I just don't want to pass out again like I did the last time. Fucking fell on my head.
You'll be fine. I think
That's the exact same thing that girl said. No, never mind. No.
That's how they get you caught up. You'll be fine.
And I mean,
it's a setup. Don't fall for it. It's a setup.
Oh my gosh.
Word for word, the same type of cadence too. Give me 5.
So there's
Are you putting it in your phone to pick it up?
Yes. There's a 6 p.m. class, there's a 7 p.m. class, there's a 7:30 class, there's a 9 o'clock class, all on Monday.
We'll figure it out. We'll offline this, as they say in the meetings.
All right. Well, you can catch the video of Will and I doing yoga, but you can also catch me at Pound Town Wrestling this Saturday. Sed's going to be there as well. A lot of big names. So if you are in the Los Angeles area, definitely go and check it out. You can follow me everywhere at TK Trinidad, and make sure you follow Women's Wrestling Talk on all social media platforms at WWETalkPod.com. Until next time, thank you guys so much for watching Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Ciao for now.
Thanks for joining WWT. Don't forget to like us on all social media platforms at WW Talk Pod. Like and subscribe on all video and audio platforms, like yesterday, my G. And check out our website at www.talkpod.com. Thanks for watching Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet.